Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the October 20th Board of Public Works and Safety meeting. We are streaming live on City Madison YouTube channel and archiving the meeting there. Clerk, may we have a roll call?
Carl Eaglin.
Here.
Bob Courtney.
Here.
And Dave Carlo.
Here. Board, have you had an opportunity to review the minutes from the last meeting dated October the 6th? If so, I have a motion to approve.
Make a motion we approve the minutes as printed.
Second that motion.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thanks. And we'll go to claims.
Mayor, I had an opportunity to review the claims. We have two sets of claims, the general docket and the payroll docket. I'll make a motion that the claims be approved as submitted.
Second David's motion.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Move on to new business. We have amendment number 1 to the transfer station professional services agreement. Chris?
Yeah, morning, guys.
Morning.
So this is a request for an amendment to the professional services agreement for the TSO project. So the original agreement covered up to construction services. This would add approximately a max of $24,500 to that contract, making the total contract $74,500 max. And those consisted mainly of some additional survey work that was required, certifying the structural analysis of the roof that's being added over the recycling compactor and the metal that was added, this steel structure that was added underneath the building, and site inspections for the project as it's ongoing. And just a quick update on the project, it's progressing well. They've already made it through the closure, reopened. We've been able to get all of the concrete foundation work and the structural steel completed, and they expect to start next week on the exterior of the building.
Is that the last thing, Chris, is the exterior?
Yeah, so the fencing's installed, it was finished last week, and the exterior will be the final phase of the project.
Yeah, Board, I'll invite you to go up there and check it out if you get a chance. The improvements look really good, long overdue, and it's kind of the last part of our TSO plans that we started a couple of years ago. So finally, happy to be winding down on that before winter.
And we're very happy with the work in the project as it's progressing.
Yes, and the contractor is Sedam.
Sedam,
So
yes.
it's good to use a local contractor as well, and they're doing a very good job.
Yes.
And it come in under budget?
It's on budget.
On budget?
On budget,
Currently
on time.
time and on budget.
Great.
But they did make some suggestions that had some negative change orders to it, meaning reduction in price that actually helped, and also improved potential future deterioration from the way it was originally designed. So
Yeah.
they've done a really good job up there.
Well, I make a motion we approve the amendment number 1 to the TSO professional services agreement.
I'll second Carl's motion.
Any discussion, comments, or questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, guys.
I'll move into some resolutions. Turn that over to Joe. Yes, that'd be great. You want to hit your mic, please? Thank
This is
you.
resolution number 2025-48B and 49B, and it's a resolution of the Board of Public Works and Safety of the City of Madison, Indiana, regarding parking space closings for the Pacalana Poke Wagon. Whereas there's been a request filed by ESA Center on behalf of Pacalana's Poke Wagon for the closure of 2 parking spaces in front of the House of Jane located at 207 East Main Street and the Ohio Theater, 105 East Main Street, to allow its food truck to be parked there. And this is for the one in 49B at the Ohio Theater is for the Horror at the Ohio to be held on October 24th through the 25th. And the other is for the Mad Hop, November 7th through the 8th, 2025. And be 1 parking space in front of the Ohio Theater located shall be closed from October 24th, 2025 at 4 p.m. through October 2025 at 9 p.m. And the other is for 2 spaces in front of the House of Jane located at 207 East Main Street, and that's from November 7th, 2025 at 6 p.m. through November 8th, 2025 at 7 p.m.
Good morning.
Good morning. Isa Center, owner and operator of Pacalanas Poke Wagon. You're getting really good at pronouncing all those. Couple things. So, I did request the parking stalls. That would be for, that would be for this Friday and Saturday. So that's in front of the Ohio Theater.
It's where it's marked off, the yellow space right there where you've been before.
Right,
Okay.
so not really actually any parking zone, but
Yep.
right there in that section. I am asking for a change, if that's possible, for Saturday evening. Instead of the evening, I'm looking for 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. because we are participating in the Harvest Festival down at Bicentennial. So rather than being up here for the evening, I'm wondering if I can amend that to go to 11 a.m. to 2
So
p.m.
4 to 9 on the 24th, and what time, Esau?
11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday, the 25th. That's okay, 11 to 2.
Yeah, I don't have any issues with that at all.
And that's all I'm requesting, as well as for the Mad Hop in front of the House of Jane.
Yeah, the only caveat is an update on our paving, because we will
Right.
be moving to the north side, but we should be done by the street will be open throughout the course of the weekend. I just don't know about what time on Friday, because I think you say at 4 o'clock on Friday. We'll do the best that we can to be out of the way,
Sure.
but they may have milled over there by then. But
Okay.
just have to play that part by ear.
Okay, that's
As you
fine.
see, we're already doing milling and paving now. It's going to go till probably the middle of next week. South side first, and then they'll be coming back and doing the north side. So there may be some milling happening on Friday, potentially on the north side.
Okay, it's easy for us to play it by ear.
Yeah, we can play by ear, and again,
Flexible.
the street will be reopened after they're done.
Great,
So it'll be a temporary closure.
that would be great.
Okay. Board, do you have any concerns in amending Resolution 2025-48B?
Just like always, there's no tripping hazards or cords or anything of that nature.
Right, everything will be covered.
Everything we covered? Okay.
And
Very
we
good.
also have the new generator. So.
The generator's okay, but one of your employees makes a lot of noise. Can we do anything about him?
No, I tried. Sorry, it just comes with the wagon.
Comes with the wagon. I don't know what that is. Maybe the
May I
volume
ask-
thing.
It might be.
Can I ask a quick
Might be a
question?
volume.
Okay, so on November 8th, then you'd be at 11 a.m. on the 8th of November as well? So the Mad Hop's not changing, just,
Mad Hop is not changing.
okay, perfect, thank you.
So I'll move that we make the amendment for 11 to 2 p.m. Saturday, October 25th, excuse me.
I'll second the motion. President.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thanks. Now let's go to the resolution 2025-48B. I'll move that we approve that resolution. And 49B.
I'll second the mayor's motion.
Any discussion? Comments or questions? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank
See
you
you
very
this
much.
weekend.
All right, the next resolution is 2025-50B. It's a resolution of the Board of Public Works and Safety of the City of Madison, Indiana regarding parking space closings for the Donut NV food truck. Whereas there's been a request filed by Becky Piles on behalf of Donut NV for the closure of parking spaces in front of James Dale Store located at 108 West Main Street to allow the food truck to operate on Friday, November 14th, 2025, and they're requesting that 4 parking spaces located in front of James Dale Clothing Store at 108 West Main Street be closed from 10 p.m. to midnight on Thursday, November 13th, 2025, to allow for setup, and then they will detach their tow vehicle after completing the setup and leave 2 parking spaces open for public spaces. So the remainder of the time would be for just the 2, and that is directly in front of James Dale for Thursday, November 13th at 10 p.m. through Friday, November 14th at 10 p.m.
Hello, welcome back.
Becky Biles, a Donut Envy.
You know, I just had a great thought. The next time you and Issa are here, should bring samples for everybody. I'm not kidding you. These are the two best food trucks in Madison. They're phenomenal.
You'll have dinner and dessert.
Oh my gosh, it'd be awesome. That's what I call a balanced diet. The healthy Polynesian food with the great donuts.
There you go.
Any questions, board? The only thing I would ask on this is when you park, if everything could be, you know, like in front of James Dell or West and not in front of the coffee shop, so just kind of create that separation if possible. I think you normally do.
Yeah, the back end never extends past the building,
Okay.
the east side of James Dell.
Okay.
I make a motion, we approve resolution number 2025-50B.
I'll second Carl's motion.
Any discussion, comments, or questions? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Definitely going to come down and get some donuts. Oh my gosh. And you can watch them. They actually have a window where you can watch the donuts being made. It's very enticing. Thank you, guys. See ya. All right. Resolution, where's that one at?
We've got
on the back.
2025-51B.
Oh, it's on the back, okay. I'm gonna-
Resolution of the Board of Public Works and Safety of the City of Madison, Indiana regarding closing for the Mill Street for the annual block party. Whereas there's been a request filed by Rusty Bladen for a street closing in conjunction with its annual block party for neighbors living on Mill Street and Second Street to be held on Sunday, October 26, 2025. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Public Works and Safety of the City of Madison, Indiana, that Mill Street between First Street and Second Street shall be closed on Sunday, October 26th, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Rusty couldn't make it today, but I'll just explain what this is. This is, I think, the 11th or 12th year, consecutive year for the East End Block Party. It's a great time. Everybody's invited. So I move that we approve Resolution 2025-51B.
I'll second your motion.
Any discussion? Comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. And it's my understanding the nuisance appeal's been, I'm sorry, Dewey, you want to talk about that?
He is unable to make it today, so we've decided to table it till the 3rd of November. If that's okay with everyone, I didn't notify him in time, shame on me. But he's notified today and will be here on the 3rd.
Okay, well, I'd still like to understand the appeals process, so maybe between now and then, talk about that, because I know that this would be the second appeal in the last month or so, and
True.
I just don't recall there being a formal appeal process directly to the Board of Public Works for nuisance appeals.
No, I agree. I think we should
Let's
review
just get
the
some
ordinance.
clarification on that.
Yeah, exactly. So,
And probably, I mean, for the boards.
Yep.
I mean, I think realistically, what has to happen is if there's appeal, Mr. O'Neill will present the evidence that he has, but I believe the burden is on the person bringing the appeal to say that whatever the
Some procedure
nuisance
wasn't
is,
followed.
or what the issue is, and what they believe the city did wrong, or didn't do wrong, or can or can't do. But then I think at the end, I think you guys probably would need to make some kind of findings of fact, to some extent, when you render your decision, so.
That's where I want to kind of work backwards, which is, why are we, what is it a procedural appeal? Is it a dollar amount? Is it, what's the claim being made?
in this particular case? Notification was not, he didn't receive notification within 5 days.
No. I think it's my understanding in this particular case, the issue is the person who the city believes is creating the nuisance or has the nuisance on their property has a belief that due to some other law or some other reason that he does not have to.
Different
It's
case.
a different one.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep, different case.
Yep.
Yep, true.
Okay.
That's, as the mayor's saying, this is the second, maybe third, actually the third appeal in as many BPW meetings in the last 6 weeks.
The first one, we reduced the amount of payment.
Right. And understand, I'd like clarification, maybe Joe can answer this. I mean, none of the 3 complaints I've received are not disputing that there was a violation. They're disputing maybe the process or the time frame, which we, again, follow exactly, but giving too much time in some cases. So some clarification, what's going to be allowed to be appealed. Does that make sense?
Well, that should be described in the ordinance or the state statute that governs the nuisance laws. So we can research that and make sure we have good understanding as to, what I don't want to do is get in the habit of just bringing appeals to the Board of Public Works and Safety. They don't qualify as an appeal.
Yeah, no, exactly. I agree.
Yeah, because there's a process in place, there's a statute, we have a building inspector, we have a director of building planning, you're the director of the code enforcement.
No, I agree.
Anyway, some of these things just may not be appealable.
I agree.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we have PACE applications.
Okay, so I have 2 straightforward ones and then one kind of weird one. Here we are. So the first one, 1126 West 2nd. This is a dilapidated structures application. He plans to completely re-side, fill the holes that are there, stabilize, reframe, new subfloor, foundation, and roofing.
Is there going to be any changes to the actual footprint of the structure? Is it pretty much going to be the same?
Yeah, he has not said
Design.
anything about changing
Okay.
the design.
Okay.
Just got a question, I guess. The application says 1126 West 2nd Street, but then in his description of the project, he says 1125 West 2nd Street.
I think that was just a mistake on his part.
So 1126
Yes,
is the correct
1126.
address. So.
This is the same owner who redeveloped the Victoria Inn and did phenomenal work down there, so really grateful for more investment in this area.
Do you have any idea what the exterior siding,
It's going to be LP Smart siding.
LP Smart?
In the budget, it says LP Smart siding.
Yeah.
It's going to look good.
Yeah, should make it look nice.
Yeah.
And right now, the condition is fairly moldy in there, so you will be adjusting that as well.
Should we do these individually since the others is kind of
I don't know. Guess we can.
Happy to do that if you would like to, Carl. You want to make a
I'll
motion?
make a motion, we approve the PACE grant for 1126 West 2nd Street.
I'll second that. Any discussion? Comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you.
Next is 307 West Street. This is the backside of Mad Paddle. This is another dilapidated application. They plan to work on the facade to restore it to what it was historically. They will be replacing the doors that are there with new carriage doors. There was a fire at the bike shop next door that damaged this building, so they'll be repairing fire and water damage, and they plan to install a new HVAC.
What's the front going to look like again? What's the facade going to look like?
It'll be fairly similar to what's there. You can kind of see in the pictures that there are boxes where the windows were. Those were big picture windows, so they plan to restore those, the doors, and then the carriage doors. They also have interest, it used to be taller in the front, the facade was, and they have expressed interest in returning it to that state, but that, they're still working out.
Now, the facade's going to go back to the, like what the 307 restaurant facade looked like?
Sort of, it'll be what it looked like historically. They were never totally identical, but they will match better than they do now.
Was this structure, there was a car dealership back in the, Carl, do you know?
Now, you older than me, maybe carriage.
There,
You're older
Yeah.
than I am, so
in your packet, there should be a picture of the
307.
historic.
307.
It does say Buick, so.
Oh, was it a car deal?
I was
Buick,
thinking it was
I
a car
guess, yeah.
dealership there in the,
Your uncle's first dealership? Yeah. That's cool.
Oh, okay. So this is good.
Piece of history there. What's the exterior material what's the facade? I'm still struggling a little bit to understand what the facade is gonna look like, what it's gonna be.
In
Is
the
there gonna be an
doorway,
exterior surface put on it?
in the doorway where the carriage doors are, it's brick. They believe that the facade is brick as well. It's currently covered with some sort of concrete mix. They want to remove that if possible, but they're still evaluating the condition of the brick underneath. And if they can't go back to the brick, then they will just cover it up with what's there.
Just need some clarification on what that facade is gonna look like. Because I can't tell, and we've had issues before with kind of a ambiguity with regard to what the facade should look like, but we need to understand, are they gonna remove what's there? Has it got some type of stucco exterior? Are they gonna put new siding on it? Is it gonna be painted? Are those windows, those staying there?
Those windows are changing to the
There's not a whole lot of
original
description
size.
as to this facade, and it's one of the most important elements of the application.
The windows are changing back to the historic context where they're larger. The openings are still there, they just filled it in with wood and put temporary windows in there.
So those little bitty windows are actually like all the way. almost-
Picture windows.
Yeah, they're sort of like a foot off the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Actually, okay. The plywood's underneath the. Okay.
I don't want to hold this application up, and I'm willing to conditionally approve it as long as we get a good description as what the facade is going to look like, as I can't tell from this application.
well, to me, there's,
Can you?
when you say historical, we're going to take it back to historical, okay.
What period?
Say exactly what time period? Because this
They're-
building has been,
They're planning to match the picture that's in your packet.
we don't have, I don't
It
have
should be in there.
a, really see
If
a
not, I can give it to you.
picture other than, no.
Do you have a picture?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, we're looking at the 1970s, or we're looking at the 1940s?
There's carriage
Maybe.
doors, and there's the window, I think we're talking about.
It's
It's a little bitty.
Which picture do you have?
it's not very clear.
Okay, it printed sideways.
Put
Yeah.
it sideways,
So-
okay.
He's gonna grab the picture for you.
See it comes down almost to the sidewalk. You got carriage doors there.
Have they gone to historic board yet?
No.
Have they applied for the historic? Okay.
They have They have received an application, but they have not submitted it yet.
I guess we can approve this contingent upon getting a better description on the frontage of this.
On the facade. I'm okay doing that, just again, for clarification, I'm glad they're investing in that. I know they've already done some stabilization on the building because of damage from the adjacent fire.
I make a motion we approve
Okay.
it then with a little more clarification from the owners on this.
I'll second that. Let's open it back up for discussion.
Does say Buick.
Okay.
You got a picture of this, Bob? There's Buick on the front of it. You want one of these?
I've seen that.
But you have.
Yeah, if we could get some clarification on that.
What's that building?
I can't tell. But I think there was a fire there before that destroyed one of the buildings. Where Fizz's is now, that there was a building that adjacent to it that was destroyed by fire.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second for more description on the facade as a condition for the approval of the $25,000 PACE grant. Any additional discussion? Comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Okay, so that's that one.
Okay, this is the weird one. So this is for Central Hotel Phase 1 of 2. They are requesting, okay, so let me explain. DeWolf Enterprises submitted 4 PACE applications for Central Hotel. 2 were approved, but the scope of work for the other 2 didn't fully cover the work intended to take place. After speaking with the owners, we've agreed to submit 2 applications for funding under the umbrella address of Central Hotel. The 2 remaining applications will be sent back to the PACE Committee for funding recommendations contingent on an expanded scope of work to be reviewed by staff.
I was still making notes. What was the last part that you were talking about for the other 2?
The other 2 remaining applications will be sent back to the PACE Committee
Yep.
for funding recommendations contingent on the expanded scope of work to be reviewed by staff.
Okay.
There are...
Do you have the addresses? There are 4 addresses?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's 301, 305, and 307 Mulberry, and 115 East 2nd.
Do you have pictures of the, there we go. It's a huge property. We met with the owners last week. Really thrilled that they're going to be making a major investment in that structure. It affects 2 big blocks in our historic district, 2nd Street and Mulberry Street.
Yeah, so they do plan to waterproof, address some roof issues.
New roofs.
Stabilizing the structure and repainting the exterior.
And wasn't the 4th one adjacent to that?
This one is 115. On the corner is 301, and then right next to it was that small facade that they plan to paint as well.
Well, was there, can you go back to the other one? The 2nd Street property? There's another property just to the east of it
Yes.
that is going to have, I mean, it's part of this deal too, isn't it? Because isn't that where there was some alterations made to the front facade with either windows removal or door, now it's got vinyl siding in it, and we talked about
Yeah,
bringing that.
it's part of the 115 property, so it's the same address as 115
Oh.
East 2nd Street.
Oh, it
Is
is?
it the one across from the
Okay.
dollar store?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one
it-
that really needs
Yeah,
it.
it
That whole
really needs some,
Block really needs it.
yeah.
So what are we being asked to approve today?
So this will be an approval for one grant, or I guess two grants, $50,000 to Central Hotel as an umbrella address.
I thought you were going to
This-
present just phase one.
Yeah, this is just phase one.
So is it 50 or is it 25?
It's 225,000.
So this one, phase one is 25,000, correct?
Two.
25,000 each for each
Yes.
property. And when will the other two come back? In November, maybe?
yeah.
Okay. Let me make sure we have the right paperwork here. I'm just looking for the approval document, the signature document.
I don't know that that got included. That was added this morning because we were still working out how much was going to
You
what.
see it?
But I can show you mine if you need it.
Yeah, the one that, we'll make sure we get it for clerk. And then also, do you have the summary, the PACE summary? Yeah, the schedule that shows the applications, the dollar amount, the, where's that? Wouldn't there be two of these? One for 25,000 each?
Just one.
I thought we had two structures.
Actually, there's four structures.
It's
isn't it?
four
Yeah,
structures,
yeah.
but so PACE recommended two grants, so we've combined them into one $50,000 grant. I mean, we
Okay.
can do it however you want, but we just did one
I'd
sheet.
rather do two,
Okay.
Yes, me
so that
too.
we have two scopes of work, $2 amounts, because they're going to move not in tandem with one another. It's not one project, so two would be better, I think, documentation-wise.
If we could do, like we talked about this morning, one of those could say phase one and the next one phase two.
So
but
then
two
it'll be
totally
a phase 3 and a phase 4, is that what you're wanting?
Well, you're telling me there's two different grants. I'm just trying to keep track of the grants. So the one's 25 and one's 25. So like Bob was just saying, if we can have one for 25 and the other one for 25.
Okay, this is why we met earlier, Shirley, so I will get that fixed, but that's why we asked you about this earlier.
Yeah, it's phase one, phase two.
Yeah.
I guess maybe I'm not
Yeah,
understanding.
if we just, I think two sheets, 25,000 each, would, that way we can track them separately.
Is there,
I think the board could override the dollar amount, but we're not here. Yeah.
Does this
Okay.
This project need to go before the historic board? Because I noticed that there's new entry doors included. I'm assuming new entry doors.
Yeah, new entry doors, that would require.
That would require,
Unless it's the same material.
Well, if it's a new entry door, that would mean that they're punching a new one in.
What's
So
that?
if they're just replacing the doors that are already
Yes.
there, like for like, they can just do. If materials change, they have to go to the board. If they're creating new door openings, they have to go to the board.
Right,
right.
right.
Does it include tuck pointing
Yes,
and painting? and-
yes.
The whole
So you-
exterior of the building could change color. You're not sure what it's gonna be.
I believe he intends to keep it green.
Okay.
If possible.
You know, okay, we're talking about different buildings. Is each building going to be a different color? Or are they going to incorporate one color
I don't
for
know
all
if
buildings?
he's thought that far ahead on color specifically. He plans to keep what's green so far. And I don't know if he intends to keep the other buildings looking separate but similar or
Mhm.
matching. He's going to give me a new scope of work, and I will ask about that then.
That's a big project. That's huge.
Major, because they have to do new roofs too, which are
But
not going to be cheap.
stabilization, is the building stable?
Ish. The 301, which is the bar, that one has probably the most concern with like the floor conditions.
Okay.
The buildings are not going to come down.
And fire escape on the front?
Yeah.
Are they gonna
Yeah.
stay up? The fire escape?
Yes, yeah.
You know if there's any structural problems with the exterior brick on any of these buildings?
Not particularly on 301, the side of 301 where it kind of folds into 115 East Second. There is some bulging of that wall that they plan to address, but it's still fairly minor.
Because then on the Second Street side, it looks, when you look at the exterior wall, it looks like there's been some brickwork done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
over the
there was
years.
several years ago.
Several years, yeah.
And
So-
some sill plates and,
I was concerned
main
about
structure.
especially about the Mulberry Street side. If I remember right, just looking down that wall, it looked like there was some bulging
Yeah, so
possibly.
they'll be addressing that as they come across it.
okay, so I think what we're being asked to approve is two $25,000 PACE grants. And what are the application, or what are the addresses again? 30, what are the addresses?
301, 305, and 307 Mulberry. And then 115 East Second.
Okay, I thought we were only approving two grants. Sorry.
I think what's easiest is they've got 4 parcels, if I'm hearing you right from this morning, 4 parcels, but they want to approve 2 $25,000 grants.
Yeah, the PACE committee was comfortable with giving them 2 $25,000 grants, but their scope of work is intertwined, which is confusing.
Okay.
Because they're wanting to work on the exterior which will include some structural issues, so we wanted to not hold them up by making them come back to the PACE for all 4.
Okay.
So that's why we had proposed it as Central Hotel as a umbrella for the 4 properties for 2 grants, because it's going to be all 4 properties working in a phased approach.
Are they not coming back for the two PACE grants
They will
on
come
the other
back
two?
for the
Okay,
the additional funding, but again, that one will too be for all 4.
okay. What are the addresses again?
301, 305, and 307 Mulberry, and 115 East Second.
And we're happy to present, we're working with the owner and Joel Storm, his property manager, to get an outlined scope of work with the dates that they're planning on getting the work completed, and we're happy to present that to the board. We just don't have that yet. We met with them on Thursday, and it was a tough request to have him
Yeah.
present it.
Because
by
part of our
Friday.
requirements is that they don't begin work until we approve the PACE. Here, they've got to do some stabilization work on the buildings in which we haven't approved the PACE for yet,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so now it kind of makes sense. We are approving two $25,000 PACE grants today as recommended by the PACE board. And that is for 301 Mulberry, 305 Mulberry, 307 Mulberry, and 115 East Second Street, with the expectation that the scope of work for these 4 properties is continuing to be refined, and there'll be a subsequent application for 2 more $25,000 PACE grants.
Correct.
Okay. So we'll have 4 $25,000 PACE grants for 4 parcels.
Correct.
All right, I'll move that we approve 2 $25,000 PACE grants for the work to commence on 301, 305, 307 Mulberry, and 115 East Second Street.
I'll second your motion.
Any discussion? Comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, and I'm really grateful that they're doing the work there, because there's been millions of dollars in investment in that corridor, and this is our goal, was to attract additional investment in the center of it, which is the Central. Okay, you have PACE finals?
Yes. So first up is 308 Elm Street. This was a dangerous structure. Sorry. This was a dangerous structure, so they have already received 5,000. They're requesting another 5,000 for their total 10,000. This house had a fire, burned down. They demoed it and have rebuilt. There's a picture of it there. That is it finished.
It's beautiful there. Everybody did a great job. PACE grant helped, I think, accelerate some of the demolition and reconstruction rather than letting a burned-out building sit for years like had been in the past. So grateful for all their investment, too. And what's the,
I'm sorry, the PowerPoint is not, is inaccurate. It
Okay.
is a dangerous structure.
so it was a $10,000
$10,000,
grant.
they're requesting the
We've
second.
already done 5, we're doing the second?
Yes.
5, okay. Okay, let's see the second one.
So this one is 403 West Second Street. This was a rehab grant, requesting the full amount of $7,500. They restored and repainted all of their wood windows, and they repaired and repainted all of their exterior wood elements. So that is before, and then this is after. The framing around the door had been white, it's black now. They painted all of the shutters and all of the other exterior wood.
Looks great. Board, any questions on either one of these? Now I'll move that we approve final payments for 403 and, is there
We got a
two? I'm sorry, is there a
There's
couple
two
more?
more. There's
Sorry,
a couple
sorry, I
more.
jumped ahead of myself.
Okay, so this one is kind of a twofold. It's a duplex. So 723 West 3rd and 725 West 3rd. He had 2 rehab grants, and he is requesting the half of both of those. So $3,750 from both, total of $7,500. Work here included replacing and finishing all of the smart siding, replaced all of the windows, and repaired the porch. So this is the before, and then this is the after.
It's a brand-new house, our building.
It is brand new,
And the roof-
pretty much.
It's nice.
Was this the house with the questionable chimney?
Yes, so this is the house where he had removed the chimney without approval, without requesting it. He did rebuild the chimney.
You go back to that before picture. Yeah, way better.
So this one is 723, and then 2 forward is,
That's a
it's the same house. but-
Really significant investment there on West 3rd, and appreciate everybody's investment there. Any other ones?
Nope, just same deal, 725 West 3rd before and after.
I make a motion, we approve the finals at 308 Elm, 408 West Second Street, 723 and 725 West Third Street.
I'll second your motion, Carl.
Any discussion? Comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. All right. More great investment happening around Madison.
I know it's for sale sign there, the old Walmart place,
Oh, yeah, there is for sale sign there.
right?
Be nice if that one was acquired and renovated. Nothing else for to add, except for, as you can see on Main Street, we're doing milling and paving this week. So by the middle of next week, we'll have all new paving through our first part of our Main Street reconstruction, which is from Mill Street to St. Michael's. That'll also include traffic calming and new thermoplasty for lanes, as well as over the course of the next month, we'll be finishing all the other construction, which is the concrete work, curbing, the bump outs, and then all teed up for 2026 work, which will continue to improve crosswalk safety, signalization, and resurfacing, as well as deal with curbing and gutters and storm drainage and those kinds of things. So Main Street project going really, really well. And our contractor, All Star, has been very good about working around all of our festival schedules that we have on the weekends. And this weekend, we have the Madison Parks Department Harvest Festival on the riverfront at Bicentennial. So bring your costume, bring your kids, come down, have fun. And then there's also the Halloween weekend activities happening all over town, including the Ohio Theater. Board, do you have anything else to add before we turn it over to public comment? Any public comment? Anybody here would like to address the Board of Public Works and Safety, please come to the podium and provide your name and address and statement. Seeing none, our next meeting is Monday, November the 3rd.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thanks, everybody.
I didn't know them removers.